Turning fractions into percentages can be done a couple of ways. In today's video, I'm going to show you two methods for changing a fraction into a percent. Those two methods are, the first one, create an equivalent fraction over 100. The second one, divide the numerator by the denominator and adjust for the decimal. I have four problems here. The first two we can work through by creating equivalent fractions. The last two, we'll use a division method instead. Example 1. Let's turn 6 over 25 into a percent. The word percentage literally means per 100 and is shown as a fraction with a denominator over 100. So the easiest way to convert this fraction to a percentage is to create an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100. We can see that 25 goes into 100 a total of 4 times. If we multiply the denominator of 25 times 4, we get 100. To create an equivalent fraction, we also need to multiply the numerator of 6 by 4 also, which gives us 24. Our new fraction is 24 over 100. That's the same thing as saying 24 of 100. Whenever you have a fraction over 100, the numerator will be your percentage amount. 6 over 25 is the same thing as 24%. Example 2. Change 2/5 to a percent. Let's set our problem up the exact same way as the first example. We can make 2/5 equivalent to a fraction with the denominator over 100. We know that in order for 5 to become 100, it must be multiplied by 20. When we multiply the numerator by 20, we get a total of 40. You could also solve for the missing number by using cross multiplication. For example, 2 times 100 is 200. 5 times 40 is 200. When the product of the numerator of the one fraction times the denominator of the other fractions are equal, you know they are equivalent fractions. Either way, the resulting equivalent fraction is 40 over 100. Since our denominator is 100, we can use the numerator to be our percentage. 2/5 is the same thing as 40%. Now I want to take a second to tell you that the fractions like the two we've just worked through may not always work with creating equivalent fractions. If you have a denominator of a fraction that you're changing to a percent and it doesn't divide evenly into 100, this process will not work. The equivalent fraction method is quicker in my opinion, so you should see if it works first. If it doesn't, don't worry. I have a second method now that is guaranteed to work every time. It just takes a few more steps. Example 3. Change 1/8 to a percent. I chose this fraction for the next example because 8 does not go into 100 evenly. So the first method we worked through will not work. What we can do now is set a fraction up as a division problem. We set the problem up to be 1 divided by 8. 8 cannot go into 1, so we fill in a 0. Place a decimal after our 1 and put the same decimal up top. We add a 0 after the 1, and now we can see that 8 goes into 10 one time. 8 times 1 is 8. We subtract 8 from 10 and have a remainder of 2. We add another 0 at the end and bring it down. 8 goes into 20 a total of 2 times. 2 times 8 is 16, which leaves us a remainder of 4. We add one more 0. 8 goes into 40 a total of 5 times. 8 times 5 is 40. And we finally have a remainder of 0. Our final answer is 0.125. We have one more step we have to go through in order to convert our number into the percentage form. Remember, we said percentage means per 100, so we need to multiply this decimal by 100 to get it into its percentage form. I'll tell you a trick. If you remember my video on multiplying decimals by a power of 10, you'll remember we moved the decimal to the right 2 places because there are 2 zeros in 100. So once you complete your division problem, move the decimal to the right 2 spaces, and that is your answer. Here we move the decimal to the right 2 places and come up with 12.5. 1/8 is the same thing as 12.5%. Make sure you check out my video on converting decimals to percentages to help you if you're having trouble with this step. All right, last example. Change 12 over 25 to a percent. Let's set the problem up the same way as before. We divide 12 by 25. We know that 25 cannot go into 12, so we add our decimals, add another 0, and then divide 25 into 120. 25 times 4 is 100, so let's put down 4 up top. We subtract 100 from 120, and that leaves us with a remainder of 20. We add one more 0 to make it 200. And we know that 25 goes into 200 a total of 8 times. Let's put the 8 up top. We subtract 200 from 200, and our remainder is 0. Our division answer is 0.48, or 48 hundredths. We move the decimal to the right 2 spaces, and we get an answer of 48. I hope these two methods were easy to follow. Always start with the denominator and see if it goes into 100 evenly. If it does, you can convert to an equivalent fraction over 100 and use your numerator as a percentage amount. If it doesn't go evenly, just divide your numerator by your denominator. Once you have your answer, move the decimal 2 spaces to the right. You can check out my website for more practice problems, and don't forget to like this video if it helped. If you haven't subscribed already, it would greatly help my channel out. Thanks for watching.